friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do something a little bit different. As you know, I read A Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson, and I absolutely loved this book. Alert the media, Gwen likes a fantasy book, and I didn't get confused, not even once. I loved this book so much that I wanted to just share a couple more of my thoughts with you. And in the back of the book, it actually has a recipe for honey-coconut scones, and I love to bake. It's something that I love to do, and I had the day off, so I figured, why not bake these scones for you, share my thoughts, make the scones, and make it a video for you. So that's exactly what I did. I've already made the scones. In fact, they're so delicious. They're right here. This is just like half of one, and I put some little like whipped cream on it. So good. But I wanted to share my thoughts with you. Just wanted to make a quick intro so you're not confused on like what's going on. I'm going to do a voiceover on some of my thoughts and then share the recipe with you. A Girl of Fire and Thorns is yet another book that completely blew me away. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you will know I don't often read fantasy. When I do, I usually get lost in all the details and struggle to finish. A Girl of Fire and Thorns was a completely different experience. This story was so intriguing. The writing was top-notch, and the characters, oh my, the characters. What I really loved about A Girl on Fire and Thorns is that there's an overweight female protagonist. And yes, she does start to lose weight in the book, but one of my favorite parts about her is that she loves food. And it is mentioned several times throughout the book. And one of her favorite things, of course, is pastries. In particular, honey-coconut scones, which is what I'm going to make right now. The recipe was included at the back of the book, and I'm so happy that it was included. So the story is about Elisa, and she is the chosen one. Every 100 years, God chooses one person for greatness. In doing so, a godstone is implanted in their navel. It sounds weird, and I guess a part of it is, but the way it is written doesn't make it seem weird at all. During the time of A Girl on Fire and Thorns, Elisa, the most recent chosen one, has turned 16, and she is marrying a king whose country is in turmoil. Elisa is confused why she's the one being married off. She's the youngest of two princesses, and she doesn't know much about running a country or being a wife. But what she does know about, of course, is food and pastries. In particular, honey-coconut scones. Regardless of her lack of appeal, she marries the king from Joya de Arena and travels with him across the desert to his palace. She hopes that maybe in time he can be attracted to her and maybe even fall in love. But when she arrives, the king asks her to keep their marriage a secret. What drew me in was the ease in which you fall into the world, knowing things that are to come, but enjoying the journey to get to those things. I can sometimes get impatient. Then the twists happen and the story takes an entirely different route. It happens in a way that makes sense and wasn't just done for shock value. It lures you into a false sense of security, like you know what you're reading, you know what's going to happen, you're just waiting for it to happen. But then the rug is yanked from underneath your feet, and it does this not once, but twice. I highly recommend this book. I loved the characters so much, especially Elisa. She is a woman of color, and I'm not sure what descent, but she's definitely a woman of color. She's overweight. She loves food, and I just fell in love with everybody throughout this book. It has all of the feels. There's travel, and there's different cultural aspects thrown in. I gave this book 5 stars. I would recommend it to fantasy readers and just anybody looking for a good story. I can't wait to continue in this trilogy. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!